Today we're talking about movies where the main character dies. From brave acts of heroism to heart-wrenching tragedy, we've got a list of films where the protagonist's death is critical to the story. Warning, spoilers alert. Mel Gibson's epic about the Scottish hero William Wallace is filled with tragedy, including his own gruesome death. Oil driller turned astronaut Harry Stamper, Bruce Willis, dies while destroying an asteroid that threatens to collide with Earth. In the blockbuster movie Titanic, Jack and Rose share a heartwarming farewell. Unfortunately, Jack doesn't survive. In Saving Private Ryan, Tom Hanks portrays Captain Miller, who sacrifices his life while attempting to save Private Ryan, played by Matt Damon. The film, directed by Steven Spielberg, is a gripping depiction of the horrors of war. In Moulin Rouge, dancer Satine, played by Nicole Kidman, dies from tuberculosis. While her illness is known from the beginning, her death remains heartbreaking for viewers. In The Sixth Sense, Cole Sears speaks to ghosts. Malcolm Crowe works to assist him, but only realizes later that he has passed on. Cuban criminal turned drug lord Tony Montana, Al Pacino, sees his Miami cocaine empire crumble, and dies in the end. In case you missed it, Thelma and Louise left audiences shocked in 1991 when its two main characters drove off a cliff. It's since become one of the most iconic endings in cinematic history. In Million Dollar Baby, boxer Maggie Fitzgerald, Hilary Swank, tragically dies from her injuries. This heart-wrenching movie will have you invested in the protagonist's journey, making her loss all the more devastating. Tom Hanks' character, Andrew Beckett, passes away from AIDS-related complications in the 1993 film Philadelphia. While not surprising, it is still a sad moment in the movie. Roman general turned gladiator Maximus Decimus Meridius, Russell Crowe, dies and joins his family in the afterlife. We don't really see this one coming, but Billy Costigan, Leonardo DiCaprio, is fatally shot by Tupper Brown, Anthony Anderson. In the movie Romeo and Juliet from 1996, both Romeo and Juliet die. If you know the Shakespeare story, you won't be surprised. Starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes. Brad Pitt stars in The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, 2008, where he plays a man who ages backwards. The movie follows Benjamin's life from his old age to infancy and culminates with his death. In 1967's Bonnie and Clyde, the infamous couple are caught by the police and ultimately shot to death. No surprise there. Christopher McCandless gave up his life of luxury to live in the Alaskan wilderness. His journey was depicted in the 2007 movie Into the Wild. Unfortunately, he does not survive his adventure. The iconic movie V for Vendetta may have ended with the death of protagonist V, but his legacy lives on as many people don his mask in real life. Police officer Scott Turner, Tom Hanks, makes it, but his dog, Hooch, gets shot and sadly doesn't survive. Leonardo DiCaprio's character in The Great Gatsby meets a tragic end. Killed by a man seeking revenge for his wife's death. Breaking news, Agent Smith kills Neo in the 1999 hit movie The Matrix. Despite Neo's later survival, this counts as his death in the first movie of the franchise. More updates to follow. Tormented teenager Donnie, Jake Gyllenhaal, dies crushed by an airplane engine. After going on a murderous rampage, Jack Nicholson, eventually ends up freezing to death outdoors. In the movie Boys Don't Cry, a transgender man named Brandon Teena faces discrimination in Nebraska. The film is based on a true story and follows Teena's life until he is tragically shot and killed in front of his lover. Al Pacino stars as Carlito Briganti in the iconic movie Carlito's Way, 1993. Briganti, a former mobster, desires a peaceful life after being released from prison. However, he soon realizes that his past will not let him go so easily, leading to a gripping tale of redemption and revenge. Screenwriter Ben Sanderson, Nicolas Cage, goes to Las Vegas to drink himself to death, and this is exactly what happens. We all know the classic scene where Marion Crane, Janet Leigh, is attacked in the shower. Quentin Tarantino's film, Reservoir Dogs, ends in a bloody finale for the gang, with few surviving. Released in 1992, this hit movie is definitely not for the faint of heart. In The Royal Tenenbaums, Gene Hackman's character fakes having cancer to reconnect with his family, but then unexpectedly dies of a heart attack. Former CIA agent turned bodyguard John Creasy, Denzel Washington, dies while trying to save 9-year-old Peter Ramos, Dakota Fanning. In The Wicker Man, Sergeant Neil Howie meets a gruesome end as part of a pagan ritual. This classic 1973 film is not for the faint of heart. Check out IMDb and Games Radar Plus for more information. And stay tuned for more sequel news that cut main characters.